Ersan, Klaus Hannemann was quite frank about the fact that as a business you're going to be building up non-stop up to the point where Istanbul Airport, Ataturk, is effectively closed in 5, 7 or 9 years' time, whenever that specific date is going to be. The point that he made is the fact that you're going to continue to invest, but there are good reasons for that, aren't there?
It has always been like that. In the past 2 years we have refurbished the arrival duty-frees and from scratch, and it was a demand at that time where we needed to expand our service to our customers and passengers. And today we've seen an enormous need of redesigning and repositioning, replanning the whole offer from scratch. And the growing dynamics of the Istanbul Ataturk Airport, the growing amount of need for service, need for new retail, it was obvious that we needed to respond to it. And as usual, for the 4th time we are renovating our departure offer and, so to say, adjusting according to the demand and to the needs of the passengers.
But that demand is quite dramatic, isn't it? Because, I mean, figures are up 20% in terms of the population count going through the airports for last year. And it doesn't look as if it's going to stop at all. And what you've actually done here in this first phase of your redevelopment is very significant indeed and shouldn't be understated given its very scale. I mean, we're standing in the 3rd and brand new main duty-free shop. Just walk us through the key parts of it.
This is a part of the extension. The great amount of increase in the transit passengers and transfer passenger numbers generated by the Turkish Airlines' huge growth in traffic and the successful operations of the Ataturk Airport, Istanbul Ataturk Airport, has brought us into a point where we needed to expand our offer in a wider area at the terminal. So we have created a new commercial zone next to the CIP, VIP lounge of the Turkish Airlines, where we have created a new design, a classic duty-free and a premium atmosphere, together with the important brands in food and beverage and boutiques area being totally renewed in the past month, actually.
And what's interesting about the series of boutiques is that I guess the one that is truly standout amongst a very good offer is that of Victoria's Secret.
Victoria's Secret was an important move and it was rather interesting for the transit passengers as well. Now Istanbul Departures is welcoming people from all nations, almost all nations. And this is a very strong brand who goes together with all the brands we offer. And together with Victoria's Secret, we have introduced some new brands as well, like Poland Shark, Desigual, the Versace jeans is coming. We are giving great importance to the local designers, so we will have one very famous local designer who will be having his standalone boutique new. And we are also improving and meeting the demand again, brands that have been asked by all these nationalities that is using Istanbul as a hub and using the possibilities that Turkish Airlines is offering for long hauls and other European transfer destinations.
Well, of course, this is barely scratching the surface. You've actually addressed a complete reconstruction process to the main duty-free too. Again, just take us through some of the key elements that the passenger is going to see there.
We are talking about the second main shop, which is mainly serving for transit passengers, since the transit passengers are joining the departures level from that side. And also very close to the business lounges and also very close to the restaurants, food and beverages at that side of the terminal. This shop has been refurbished from scratch, and we have changed the openings, the angles, and we made them more welcoming, and we have slightly improved the category segmentation. And of course we made a major change in the checkouts, and we use a totally different checkout system where we believe to solve the queuing problem on our side. This shop is designed to serve fast, and we always believe that after all in airports, speed is really important, and our retail concept in that shop is designed to give a fast service and in an ideal location.
The point is, the fact is you've still invested very heavily in the essential fabric of the property, because if you look at the lighting, if you look at the design above the checkout areas, if you look at the flooring, what is interesting is the fact that you haven't stopped on your investment. Again, making the point I made earlier, even though you know there's a finite limit to your stewardship here at Ataturk.
I think the environment that you create, the atmosphere, the shop design is prime, and I think our customer deserves to have the best of it. And I think the surprising effect, the welcoming effect, and the professional look, and all the brands that we are hosting, and our responsibilities towards the brand and towards our people. We want to have our people feeling in the best environment possible while working for difficult hours, busy times, and the comfort is very important. And I think this is what brings the additional sales, and this is what I believe makes people courageous to go and visit the shop.
That takes us through the new extension and Main 2, but it barely scratches the surface because Main 1 awaits, and that's going to be at the turn of the year. What are your plans for that?
I think we are learning. The learning process never ends. I think refurbishing in such a long period carefully without disturbing the operations and without disturbing the turnover was our main focus. I think we've been successful doing this. But at the end, the continuously increasing traffic, a continuously changing profile, and continuously changing strategy of the airlines, we are carefully watching the changes. But we are sure to start our refurbishment in the beginning of November and try to finish it towards the end of the year, just before the end of the year.
And what's going to be installed? What's it going to look like?
The store is going to look like a little different than the two others. So in that sort, we will be creating 3 different attraction zones for 3 different approaches. And I think this different attitude in design brings variety to the marketplace. And this is what we were aiming for. And I think together with the Heinemann design team and our product team and operations all together, we have set a certain strategy and approach to the customer needs in 3 different ways.
You talk about addressing 3 different types of needs. Is this one, Main Duty Free 3, we're standing right in the middle of, more like kind of New York Soho, boutique-y? Is Main Duty Free 2 much more all things to all people? You go in there, you can see everything in one go. What about number 1 store when you do it? Is it going to have a department store type look about it?
Maybe a luxuries department store will be a nice approach, and well-being and well-feeling into the environment. I think we have customers for all approaches and for all offers, and many people have different tastes, and I think we carry everything. And I think one of our shops will definitely apply to your taste.
So after you've completed Main Duty Free 1, what's next on the agenda?
It will be the boutiques area. We have planned to refurbish the boutiques area from scratch and talk to the brands and have the layouts ready and start the refurbishment ready for the next season. So the boutiques area will change, and we are increasing our square meters with Hermes. We are opening a bigger Hermes shop. We are increasing with other brands as well. And on the other hand, we have already refurbished our boutiques in the other side, where we have the new shop, the Main 3 shop. And then the new design will be again higher ceilings and with wider openings and more clear merchandising or more clear shop design.
And I guess all that's left now is for you to attend to the bazaar.
Good guess. And then, of course, we'll come back to the bazaar area. Bazaar has served magnificently, has been very, very successful, increasing 2 digits, more than 20% consecutively. And I think at that moment we have a problem with the capacity, and we need to find a better layout to ease the shopping experience, keeping the same atmosphere, but unfortunately can't grow in square meters, but try to find a solution that means new shop, and we are still working on it, and we will try to make it ready for the next seasons that will be before the summer of 2014.
I'm sure, Ersan, we are at the beginning of heralding a brand new era of retail here at Ataturk. Thank you for your time.
Thank you, Peter. Thank you.